Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Joyce Fashion World. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching how to make this beautiful A-line gown you are seeing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. And if you're new here, you are welcome. Please kindly join the family by subscribing, like and comment. And also click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop a new video. So let's get started. So first is to roll out your starting line, and this starting line will serve as our shoulder line. You just roll a straight line for it. And my fabric is on fold, it's in 4 places. I folded the fabric in 4 places. After which is to determine your gown length, and this is from the shoulder to where you want your gathers to start from, and mine is 35 inches from my shoulder to where I want my gathers to start from, and you connect with a straight line. After which you determine your sleeve length, and the sleeve length I'm working with is 15 inches, so I just mark it down. Just mark your 15 inches. So for the sleeve opening, I make use of 8 inches and I also chalk it down, after which I connect with a straight line. So after that, I mark my chest line, which is also 8 inches, and I chalk it down. So on the chest line, I'll be inserting my bust measurement, which is 36 inches divided by 4, which is 9 inches. So I chalk the 9 inches down plus extra 2 inches. That is 1 inch for seam allowance and 1 inch is for ease. That is because the gown is free. And from that point, you just connect it down. From that chest line, you connect it all the way down. So on this point, you just come out with half of an inch and you connect it. On the neckline, I'll be using the basic neck measurement, which is 3 by 3 inches for the depth and the width, and you also connect it. That is for the front neckline. While for the back neckline, I came down with 1 inches for the back neckline for the depth, and you connect it to that 3 inches. So next is to cut it out. You just cut through the line as seen. Just take a closer look at what I'm cutting, the lines I'm cutting, and you cut it out. So for the neckline, you first cut the back neckline first before cutting the front. That is because we are cutting both front and back together. You cut out your back neckline, after which you remove it, and then you cut out the front neckline. Arrange your fabric back properly and you cut out your front neckline. So for the keyhole, that is the opening in the front, I came down with 3 inches, but I later went down. I added 1 inches and I also came in with 3/4 of an inch and I cut it out. And that's what it's looking like. So for the gathers at the down part, the width I'm using is 7 inches and the length you cut as wide as ×2, or if you want a fuller inset ×3 of whatever circumference you have at the down part of your gown. So you cut it out. And for the sleeve, there is this splint on the sleeve, so I also cut a strap for it, and it's 4 inches, and on fold it will be 2 inches. So for the neck piping, I also cut out a strap for it, which is 2 inches, and I cut it. We have come to the end of the cutting, so let's head to the sewing machine and sew it. Let's get there. So this is the front piece. Now we'll be turning the keyhole. So this is the 2 strap, the 2 inches strap we cut out. Next is to just fold it into 2. That will make sure the one behind is bigger. The fold should be bigger than the one on it, and you place it the neckline in between and you stop stitch on it. Make sure you just take your time to do it well. You fold it and you top stitch on it. So after you are done turning it, this is what it's looking like. You just take it to your ironing table and give it a good press. So next is to join the shoulder to shoulder. You just join it with 1/2 inch all the way through. After you're done, you do same on the other side of the shoulder. You join it with 1/2 inch and you stitch it down. So next is to work on the sleeve area. So you just open it this way and you bring out your 4" strap that we cut out and you place it like this on fold and you stitch it down. As you are stitching, you'll be pleating it with 1 inch. So you just be pleating it this way. Just take a look at how I'm doing it. You just pleat it down and you stitch with 1/2 inch. That is how you'll be doing it to the end. So after I'm done with both sleeves, this is what it's looking like. You also take it to the ironing table and give it a good press. We're almost coming to the end. Next is to just join it together and you stitch it with your 1 inch allowance that we left. So you stitch it from the sleeve all the way down to the end of the cloth. After which, next is to create the gathers at the down part, and this is the strap we'll be using in making the gathers. So you just mark out your 1 inch all the way through. That's where you run your gather stitches. After marking it, you just run a gather stitches. I usually do mine from the middle to one end and then turn it and do it to the other side. So if you're enjoying this video, please kindly give it a thumbs up so that YouTube can share these videos to others, and leave a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. Please join the family, let's grow together. Thank you. So you just do it on the other side and you run your gather stitches. Next is to just fold the edge. I initially want to take it to overlock it, but I just changed my mind and I folded it. After folding it, you just make your gathers and you stitch it on the fabric with 1/2 inch. You place it 1/2 inch on the main gown and you stitch it down. So after you are done, this is it. Next is to hem the down part. You just stitch it down with 1/2 inch. You fold it in and you hem it all round. After which, next is to work on the neckline. So we'll be piping the neckline. You just fold it into two that way and you notch the midpoint. You notch it. So this is the 2 inches strap we cut, and the length is as long as you want the rope to be. Mine is almost 58 inches, and you fold it into two and you also notch the midpoint. So notch the midpoint of the strap and then you use it to turn the neckline. So you fold your strap into two that way, making sure that the one behind is longer than the one on top, so that when you are top stitching, you'll be top stitching on both the up and down, and you place it notch to notch and you top stitch on it. So make sure you take your time, you fold it properly, make sure the neckline is in between and you top stitch. So when you get to the end, you make this thing equal. You know, initially with the back is longer than the front, so you just make it equal and you continue top stitching on it. After that, you do same for the other side. So after piping, this is what it's looking like on the neckline. You just go ahead and give it a good press and our A-line gown is ready. as simple as that. So next I will be making a belt, which is optional and is 3 inches for the width, and the length is ×2 of my client's waist. So you just fold it into 2, you fold it that way, you stitch on it, and you also stitch it down, after which you turn it inside out. After turning it inside out, next is to just fold it in that way, and you top stitch on it. You top stitch at the edge of it. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching to this point. If you find this video helpful, drop a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.